Never do this with your watch.
If you ask any watch experts or any watch maker, they're going to tell you that what I'm about to do is very wrong. Most watches are not designed to withstand the G-forces that you can create by playing tennis or golf. So why is it that I'm able to strap a $7,000 watch on my wrist and not be worried about it breaking? Well, because basically with this watch, you can. Let me introduce you to the Norqain Wild One, a watch that is designed for adventure and that is also designed for you to wear in your everyday life. There's many watches that are marketed for adventure. Watches that are designed for climbing or kayaking. They're maybe marketed even with the Everest. But the truth about these watches is that they're not really built for that kind of life. They're not built to resist the G-forces that you could put into your watch. And the Wild One, which as its name suggests, is the wild brother of the family of Norqain. And it is designed to make what basically no other watch can do. I can basically only think of one brand, but they're on the $300,000 mark. Now, I will leave the specifications of the watch here, but basically what makes this watch special is that the movement that we will talk in a little bit is encased in a titanium cage. Now, around this titanium cage, we have the case which is made full of Nortec, which is a compound designed specifically by Norqain, which is basically carbon fiber, which is of course lighter and stronger than titanium and steel. Inside the Nortec case, we have another component, which is the green parts, which are made to absorb the impacts and the forces that you can deliver to this watch. And to absorb all of the impacts, they use a rubber compound that you can see here with the olive green color, which they call khaki. And this compound is designed to absorb all of the impacts and G-forces that you could possibly give to this watch. But now, let's talk about the movement in the watch, which, if you have a bit more experience in the watch world, you will surely find familiar. Because this watch uses a movement from the Kinesi factory, which is Tudor's movement factory, meaning the heart of this watch comes from Rolex's sister brand. It has a 72-hour power reserve, a spectacular sweep of the seconds hand. It is anti-magnetic, but above all, it comes with a chronometer certification, which makes it super accurate. In theory, this is a very new brand, but they've done two things right. First, they relied on Tudor to use their in-house movements and have that guaranteed quality. And second, they have the backing of a legend in the watch industry like Jean-Claude Viver. And believe me, saying that he's on the board of this brand gives it an incredible weight. Do you believe in love at first sight? Because the moment I saw this watch, I fell in love with it. And I knew I was going to buy it. Because I had a problem, which I know I have a lot of problems, but this is just one of them. And I wish all of my problems were like this one. I played tennis for most of my life. I stopped, and then after a long time I returned. But curiously, tennis is one of the few sports where you can't use a mechanical watch. No matter how functional and resistant, you're going to break your mechanical watch if you wear it, because they are not designed to withstand the G-forces. And I ended up using a G-Shock, which is actually a great watch. It's tough, but at a certain point, I feel like it's a cold watch. It doesn't have this beating heart that you can find in mechanical watches. So that was my problem. And I chose this watch in olive green color because of course green is my favorite color. And there were other options like the Tiffany skeleton or the lemon green. But I ended up going for this khaki green one because of two things. First, the spectacular dial with a laser cut featuring the Norqain logo. And second, I decided to go with the in-house caliber, because it has a better power reserve, which I love. And although the skeleton might have been a bit more intriguing, I think this color works for everyday use, because that's what I plan to do since I play tennis almost every day. I've been wearing this watch for about 2 weeks and I'm not tired of it, which is weird. And I'm thinking of getting a black strap, maybe a blue one, and I think that could change the vibe of the watch a little bit. But what I love the most about this watch is that it doesn't draw attention. It is extremely light and comfortable at 79 grams. People see it and they don't really know what they're looking at. But above all, I like that Norqain as a brand brings innovation and new things. And I think that for under $7,000, it's a pretty accessible piece. And this was the Norqain Wild One.